It's another Panthers Pretend Draft. Part of This Team Is Killing Us here on the OG Triangle Media Network. I'm your host, Demetri. I say it all the time. Do me a favor. Go and rate, review, and subscribe. Leave a rating on the video. Leave a comment as well. Tell me how good or how bad my draft picks have been. And then if you're not already subscribed to the OG Triangle Media channel, go ahead and do that right now. So we're closing in on the actual NFL draft. It is Monday as you and I talk, and on Thursday, the first round will happen. And one thing that you are starting to notice in these picks is it is hard to come up with new things to do. So we might be seeing a lot of familiar faces. I don't think that is, indication of failure or anything like that. Let's jump into today's mock draft and see what the Panthers come away with. All right, things are off and running, and obviously we are probably waiting till 33. Don't forget about our leap list. Brian Thomas Jr. is the guy I kind of have my eyes on, but he's got to get past number 20, and that has not happened a lot in these mock drafts. There he goes, right at number 20. All right, so we will hold tight till number 33, and I do see some familiar names there with Graham Barton and Xavier Worthy both on the board. But why don't we take a look at what Vegas is offering here? Actually, what was that New York offer again? 240. All right, let's accept Vegas's offer and accumulate another pick as we move down. Oh, there goes Barton and Worthy. So why don't... Well, this would leave us stacked in the first 100 picks. So let's take this trade from Jacksonville as well. And now we are picking at number 44. A lot of the prime real estate in the wide receiver group is off the board. So let's jump at Xavier Legette at 44. And then we are up again at number 48. Nothing there worth taking. So let's fortify the offensive line here. And let's grab, since Zach Frazier is gone, I think the best thing we can do here is grab Patrick Paul, the offensive tackle out of Houston. So that is what we have done in the second round. And now we will wait till pick 65, which is not that far off. And then look, we go 65, 77, 96, 101. And we go from 4 picks in this range to now having 6. I'm feeling pretty good. Although Ben Sinnott is gone, and that is exactly who I was thinking to grab here. Now let's move down 1 pick and improve our last pick too. Why not? Yeah, I did not think the Cardinals were going to take anybody that we really wanted. We could add Malachi Corley. We could add Roman Wilson. We could also just fortify the defense a little bit, which I don't think is such a bad idea. Do we go Marshawn Nealand? Let's go with the best safety on the board. Let's add Bo Brady here out of Maryland. Secondary is going to be a need for us this season as we kind of remake this defense in Carolina. And look, even last year, that safety position was a little bit unclear. So I do feel like this is a valuable addition. And now here at number 77, let's see, let's just say no thank you to these picks. And at number 77, we could add Ricky Pearsall here. He has been a favorite. I am not a Tez Walker fan. I know some people are. I think Tez Walker looked good by virtue of being on a pretty bad team last year in the Tar Heels. So let's take Jalen McMillan. I'm not looking for a guy that can grow into a number 1. I think that's what we have already in Xavier Legette. If McMillan can be that Z receiver or even the slot in the future for the Panthers, that is still a big win. All of those Washington receivers were impressive with the way they possessed the ball this season, so I'm happy with McMillan there. And now we are up again at number 96. All of these trades have sort of had us going boom, 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 and put us in a range to grab guys that we have not grabbed before. Although that being said, I think Austin Booker is probably our best move here. Let's see. All right, this far down, it feels like a reach. I am going to go in the wrong way. There we go. I'm going to lean towards Booker because I am more confident that Stover will last for 4 more picks. So let's address the edge position at 96. And then once we get to 101, we can pounce on our tight end in Cade Stover. And now we hang out until pick 141. Let's take a look at what we have done so far. Obviously, we have been very active when it comes to trades, but that has netted us, 6 picks already? And we still have 4 to go. We're going to be grabbing a whole lot of talent in this draft. And we have focused on fortifying the offense up front, but we do have Austin Booker and Bo Brady in the fold, so it's not like we have not addressed the defense. We get down to pick 141 here. Drop back 4 spots. Yeah, you know what? I would like to have one more pick in that 6th to 7th round range, so let's take that. Because we have 142, we can get our center in Bo Limmer. And then at 145, which remember, we just made that trade with Denver to get. Let's go with a guy whose name I got wrong the first time we picked him, but I was corrected online. Yeah, I think we're going to keep addressing the secondary here. Not Chow Smith-Wade out of Washington State, but Shaw Smith-Wade. Just a very interesting way of spelling Shaw. All right, so there he is, and now we just wait until 162 for our next pick. I'm not exactly sure if there is an area of need. We have addressed everything that we absolutely have to have. Boy, with running back, it comes down to a choice between a guy that I think could have been better and a guy that I would just be going on reputation with. Ray Davis from Kentucky or Isaiah Davis from South Dakota State. Let's go with Ray Davis. He ran behind a pretty good offensive line, at least most of his time at Kentucky. I don't know what he would be asked to do at the NFL level necessarily, but the Panthers certainly have something in Chuba Hubbard that they are planning to, if not build around, at least keep involved. So any running back we take here, we're not asking to be a 3-down back. So I'm not overly worried that we're reaching here. We're coming up on our last pick of this draft at 203, and we are probably in a place where we can take the best available player on the board or just continue solidifying either the pass-catching group or the offensive line. Let's make Wolfpack fans happy here. Let's not overthink this. We'll add Dylan McMahon, and we come out of this draft with 3 offensive linemen. I'm pretty happy about that. 2 very good pass catchers in Xavier Legette and Jalen McMillan. Austin Booker, Cade Stover, some old friends join the fray. I really like Patrick Paul as an offensive tackle option. He is probably firmly on that right side in the NFL. But again, we've talked about this a lot. You got to give Ike Ekwonu at least part of this season to figure out if the problem was him or if the problem was Frank Reich's offense. And look, it's a big mountain to overcome. I totally get that. But I do think I want to give Ike Ekwonu one more chance before we draft somebody with the eye on moving them over to the left side eventually. And also we added some bodies to the secondary. I do think that the defense is going to be a work in progress for the next few years. And let's take a look. 10 picks we got here. Let's take a look at how they all came to be. Traded down from 33 to get 44 and 77. From 48, traded down from 39 to get 48 and 96. And then 66, we moved back just one spot with a bit of a pick swap there that really worked out in our favor. And the only other one we made was moving 141 and Kansas City 7th next year for 145 and 203. pretty solid day overall. I am happy with how this went. We are not done yet with these Panthers Pretend Drafts, so do come back tomorrow. In the meantime, like the video, review the video, and if you are not already subscribed, please do so. We'll be back tomorrow with another Panthers Pretend Draft.